In your lifetime, you may encounter a drug called LSD, or lysergic acid diethylamide. LSD is arguably one of the worst drugs you can take, because it can cause you to hallucinate, or trip, as the youngsters call it. There's good trips and there's bad trips, but we'll get into that later.
Oh, didn't see you there. How do you take LSD? Well, LSD comes in many forms. You can swallow them as pills, but they are most commonly taken as forms of blotter. They're often disguised as postage stamps or scratch stickers. These are blotters.
It can take 30 minutes to an hour for a trip to hit, and when it does, it can last from 8 to 12 hours. This can cause a real problem, especially if it's a bad trip.
This is Derek. Derek got lucky. He currently is having a good trip.
Nick is not so lucky. He's having a bad trip. Bad trips involve feelings of anxiety, despair, losing control, insanity, and death. I'm gonna sleep, oh God! Oh God!
I'm dying. Oh God, I'm dying. I'm dying. I'm dying.
Trips are unpredictable, which is one of the many reasons it's so dangerous. Your experiences may vary depending on your personality, mood, and the amount of food you consume.
Short-term effects may include increased blood pressure, dizziness, sleepiness, loss of appetite, dry mouth, sweating, numbness, weakness, tremors, and impulsive to rapid emotional shifts.
Long-term effects include visual disturbances, mood disturbances, paranoia, and disorganized thinking. So it never stops messing with your brain.
LSD does all this to you, and yet people still do it. Why? Some people do it to get away from their problems, and other people who have done gateway drugs do it because it's cheap. It can be as cheap as $5. And when druggies go broke, they get desperate for a trip or to get high, so they turn to LSD.
History lesson, class. Albert Hofmann was a genius inventor of LSD. He was a Swiss chemist looking for a blood stimulant in 1938. In the 1940s, 50s, and 60s, he would try for medical use, but failed. Later, in the 1960s, a psychologist named Timothy Leary spoke at the Human Being with a gathering of about 30,000 hippies. Here he said his famous line, "Turn on, tune in, and drop out." He was pretty much just telling everyone to do LSD and quit school. This is why LSD became very popular. Now, can anyone tell me what Bicycle Day means? Bartos?
Let me quote MagicBussSF.com. Though LSD was first synthesized in 1938, it was not until 1943 that the first human LSD trip was recorded. Albert Hofmann, a chemist at Sandoz Laboratories in Switzerland, was synthesized several derivatives of ergot, a fungus found in rye. In search of new stimulant, pharmaceutical. Alright. To induce childbirth. After accidentally absorbing a small amount of his 25th derivative during synthesis, Hoffman noticed some strange effects and felt, according to him,
affected by remarkable restlessness combined with slight dizziness. At home, I lay down and sank into the not unpleasant, intoxicated-like condition characterized by an extremely stimulated imagination. In a dreamlike state, with eyes closed, I found the daylight to be unpleasantly glaring. I perceived an uninterrupted stream of fantastic pictures, extraordinary shapes with intense kaleidoscopic play of colors. After some 2 hours, this condition faded away. When my intense changes in perception first started, I was at my lab. I had to ask my laboratory assistant to escort me home, since the use of motor vehicles was prohibited because of wartime. We had to make our journey home on a bicycle.
Alright, now we're going to see some of the street names for LSD.
Hey, my boy, what's up?
Yo, man,
yeah, boy, yeah. Whoa.
Give me some of that blunder. Give me some of that battery acid. Alright. Give me them dots. Gold Dragon. Give me some Looney Tunes. Some Superman. Some Tab. Give me some window pane. Some Yellow Sunshine. Give me electronic Kool-Aid.
I got you, man.
Yeah, come on, yeah.
Now you know about LSD. Don't do it.
What are your names?
I'm Pony Boy.
They call me Up Patron.
Was LSD the first drug you did?
No, man. I've been smoking that dope, and then I got the hard stuff.
Yeah.
It gave me a bad trip.
Yeah, I
saw a
got
guy
a
with
good
a
trip.
chicken. Yeah, real bad.
Yeah, I got a good trip.
You got a good
I don't
trip.
know.
He got a good trip.
That's okay.
How's recovery going?
Oh, it's going good, yeah.
Recovery?
You're supposed to be on recovery? Okay, after the show,
Yeah.
we're gonna have to put you on that. Okay?
Okay.
But how does it feel to know that you'll always have paranoia and visual disturbances?
I mean, it's hard to cope with, man.
I mean,
I don't know.
What do you see in your hallucinations?
Oh, he's having one now, it looks like. Oh my god. This is crazy. We might have to cancel the show.
No, this happens all the time.
Okay. Stay golden, Pony Boy. Stay gold.
Thank you.
What are you seeing?
I've seen a chicken.